I'd rather
Suave on the track, crazy man.
Damn, Suave. Two drinks, we sippin' on Dulce. Come in the room and check out my fine sway. Cut the lights down low, turn on Beyonce. I swear I'm tryna get to know your body in a fun way. Two drinks, we sippin' on Dulce. Come in the room and check out my fine sway. Cut the lights down low, turn on Beyonce. I swear I'm tryna get to know your body in a fun way. Yeah. Out the mud, you know my back always on the ropes. All the time we spend together, what matters the most. With you I stay up all night, at the stars I mesmerize. And I just want one taste, so what's between your precious thighs? My granny told me one day I'ma soar, I'ma touch the sky. I'm asking questions why, still can't believe she died. The last time I saw your car, I touched it and said I love you. Pacing in my head, so much I'm missing you. My girl point to a license plate, say I love you too. That shit brought me to tears. My granny taught me to be strong and always face all my fears. I built the wall so tall, nobody could never get near. I'm not in a rush for the fame, but it feel like my year. Two drinks, we sippin' on Dulce. Come in the room and check out my fine sway. Cut the lights down low, turn on Beyonce. I swear I'm tryna get to know your body in a fun way. Two drinks, we sippin' on Dulce. Come in the room and check out my fine sway. Cut the lights down low, turn on Beyonce. I swear I'm tryna get to know your body in a fun way.
Nighttime, no sun, only sweat, tears in the ground. Yeah, been a minute, we been out here, yeah, we just been freezing. We been out here trying to get paid, chasing passion and rage, living my life out of the cage. Seeing all of these stars, I just want the moon on my face. But it's okay, I can see the love in her face. I just hope that she don't do the race. Please do not leave me, oh not today. Oh not today, please don't leave me, not today. Yeah. Take another shot and we correct. We correct. Take a shot and we correct. Open book, baby girl, just go turn the page. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's alright, let me play. Coming back to you every night, every day. It's okay, just let me play. Yeah. We been out here looking for a way to disappear. They gon' hate we living with no fear. They can pull up, baby, disappear, yeah. I didn't know you was looking at me that long. I know you just live in love with me because of my songs. Yeah, all my songs in a minute. It's okay. She fell in love with the rain. Open book, baby girl, just turn the page. Yeah. Been a minute on the stage. Yeah. Y'all went on my lip.
Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em.
Let me get 'em, let me get 'em. Easy call me, I'ma get 'em. Peace on kill 'em at the top and past the middle. For the ops, not just a little. We gon' milk 'em like a nipple. Bitch, we poppin' like a pimple. Think it's simple, think again. Just KMO, it ain't no friend. Another level, we don't blend. We gon' make you understand. Cut off hands, bout them bands, keep it grand. You a fan. Hit the blunt and then I grin. Cause I know it's time to sin. Know the team not playing, headed where you stand.
And Lero chill, you know I got 'em. Getting rid of basic problems, I'm a solver. By the dollar, ain't no talking, ain't no other option. When you coming from the bottom, needing funds, just keep the stardom. Peach done hit me, yeah, I got 'em. Chasing at the paper, I done took it full throttle. Non-judgmental, go whichever way the wind blow. And I see the bigger picture, so I'm thinking like a winner. No, I cannot stop, I will not stop my table, needing dinner. Yeah. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em.
Let me get 'em, fuck with me, you know I keep 'em. Call my lions, they gon' eat 'em. Fuck his family, let 'em miss 'em. Niggas better pay attention, KMO, we on the mission for that paper. For that hoe, we ain't gon' save her, we gon' slay her. Keep them things that bite like gators, Sweet Peach never been a hater. You can find me in the cater, serving niggas, I'm Decatur. In the kitchen, whipping cake up. Don't let them fuck my day up, I'm a boss, don't take no pay cut. Pray to God, when I wake up, please don't let them fuck my day up.
Can't manage the damage. Took off, came back, landed with an advantage. Big body, old school, flow through traffic like magic. Bullshit, you can have it, bust before you can grab it. Made out of steel, but you cut from a soft fabric. Make it tragic, but don't nobody know what happened. Keep coming, overlapping for a second time. You a cub, I'm a lion, barely even trying. Who gon' go?
Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back,
Mic check, mic check.
I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go.
Okay then.
Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em.
Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get him. I ain't fucking with him. If he ain't a winner, I ain't fucking with her. If she ain't cooking dinner, I'm just a real nigga trying to get bigger. Hold up, I've been up on my grind since I was a young nigga, trying to get some funds, nigga. Never was it fun, nigga. Always in the jail, nigga. Always on the run, nigga. I'm in the darkness, I'm waiting for the sun,
Nigga
nigga.
straight trash, matter of fact, nigga, that's pollution. I'm a match now introducing a solution. You talk tough, but your ass walk clear. I'm a warrior that bathe with my enemy tears. Don't let the Hennessy turn your energy into an injury.
Hit that like button, guys.
Gotta
get started.
Family, I easily give you what you ask for and take you out your memory.
Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em.
1, 2, 3 into the phone.
What is good, everybody? Hey. Yeah. So let me go ahead and get started. I always start the stream like this right here, where I give shout outs and stuff like that. But you know, as a disclaimer, I do a little bit of cursing on these live streams. So you know, if you have children around, or you know they ain't your steez, you know, I do understand. I do apologize. I try to watch my mouth as much as I can. Also, if you aren't going to watch the whole entire stream, don't worry about it. Just showing up and hitting the like button, sharing with everybody that I'm live streaming, it means the world to me. And yeah, I just want to say I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will have timestamps available for the replay, you know, because there's a lot to discuss here. But let's start off with the shout outs. So let's go ahead and do that here. Song of the roll back. Bufo on the beat. My moderator was good. Deep in it, what is going on? Apex, the original. What is good? Caleb Beast, what is going on? Astronomical Beats, what's good? Knuckles, what's poppin'? Kevin, what's good? James Crow, what's going on? Isabel, what's good? Kate Norton, Friday. What is up? Have you recovered from Sunday? We'll find out soon. Spencer Thompson, what's going on? AT Dennis, what is good? All right, so that does it for the shout outs here. I will always give them momentarily, as well as welcome new members to the channel, or actually new subscribers and stuff like that. If you want to help support this stream, that will always be appreciated. I have the Cash App in the description box. I also have my Streamlabs if you want to do that, or you could do a simple super chat. I had to think about it for a second here. What you're hearing in the background is in the beginning of the stream, where I have my little countdown so I can do everything so I don't forget and do my little to-do checklist. Is music that is produced by me. It's artists that I've been working with for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure people are not very interested in that because it might not be your music or whatnot. And I get it, and it's cool, but I've been having a great time this year. 2021 has been the exact opposite of 2020. Thank goodness. Hopefully it's been that way for everybody. And I hope everybody to have a very good 2021. And just enjoy your life, enjoy your birthday, enjoy other people's birthdays, stay in touch with your family members that you ain't talked to in years. And, I wish the best for everybody, just nonetheless. But very prosperous year so far. Now, getting into the meat of that, as you know, guys, I do run a show on Sunday alongside with a close brother of mine by the name of KT. It is the Yeah, I Said It podcast, and it's been doing pretty well. I really enjoy hearing your music. I'm pretty sure if KT was here right now, he would say the exact same thing. And then I'll always invite some type of special guest, or at least we try to on Sundays, that will get to listen to your music. And the thing that we're trying to accomplish is networking in a different manner. And not only that, seeing how serious you guys are about your music or whatnot. I know today is more or less about the AKAI MPC, and the other thing that we're going to talk about before we even dive into the MPC stuff, and you can ask your questions or whatever, if you are inquiring about the MPC or whatever type of music production questions that you have, know that I watch the chat and I try to make sure that everybody is satisfied, entertained, and laugh a little bit and so forth. But yeah, the biggest thing that I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of projects that I'm on right now. A lot of it I can't produce myself. Sometimes it might be that I just don't have the music, and perhaps you guys might have the music, and then I put that in consideration each and every Sunday when we do our live podcast, because the main thing that we're trying to do is find new talent, especially if it's talent that's right here in Georgia, mainly in Atlanta or wherever else in Georgia, and if not internationally, because it's not just the United States that I really give a damn about. I care about music in general, and I like all kinds of music. And as you can see, there's different styles of music that I quite enjoy, and there is Boombap biased at that. I know y'all guys enjoy the Boombap bias. But yeah, so the main thing is that I want to tell you guys that are going to these shows, because I saw Kate Norton, he was getting harassed the whole entire show, and he was trolling other people and whatnot. We do greatly appreciate you guys being very active. I want to speak on the behalf of everybody and say that we greatly appreciate every single time that you guys show yourselves on that very Sunday, because sometimes we run at 6 p.m., 6:30, sometimes even later than that. Sometimes the stream is massively laggy because Xfinity want to be on some BS, or it might be a driver I have to download to my MacBook Air M1, which is actually performing phenomenally for a small form factor, and we're going to get more into that. Yeah, so, you know, I just want to make sure that everybody is nice and comfortable. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what's going on right now. We're going to get into some of the new stuff that I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to really condense it down and edit it, but I probably might, because some of the effects of that do affect every last one of you guys, because some of you guys might be looking for a computer, some of you guys might have questions and stuff like that. So I want to be available for you guys for us to talk about it, and we're gonna do our reaction stuff here. So what I'm gonna do is just stop the music here. I'm gonna pop up this live chat so I can be able to come on, man. Here we go, pop out chat. Boop boop. And yeah, so we're just going to get stuff over here. I'm going to look at some of the activity, make sure that everything is cool. Make sure the analytics is all right, and we're gonna start now. So let's talk about it, and I believe it's this button. The Apple event yesterday. Now, yesterday was 420.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I didn't put out a video. Now, Earth Day. If you can believe it.
Come on, hell no.
That's what I mean. Get your minds out the gutter. But yeah, 420 yesterday. It's one of those days. I wanted to live stream yesterday, but there was so much going on. I didn't have much time, and there's a lot of things going behind the scenes. A lot of people are enjoying that podcast in particular, and which we're going to probably have its own individual YouTube channel soon, where we're going to talk about more topics. But Apple stuff happened. So let's go ahead and talk about that. And I will address a certain couple of things here. So Apple, they finally announced their stuff. For those who don't know, I'm going to MPC right here. Let me go ahead and close that. Apple announced all their stuff finally, but in the industry in itself has been kind of shaky this year, if not last year, because of supply and demand. You know, there was a lot of new stuff coming out last year. People spent money all over the place. There were people with stimulus checks and PPP loans that shouldn't have PPP loans. And yeah, I know you guys follow the news. If not, you should. At your age, no matter what age you are. Yesterday was your unofficial birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday, Apex.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I got fat fingers today. Kapow says, have you talked about the new beta OS for AKAI Force? No, I have not. I know nothing of that, and if I did, I would have to cross the T's and dot the I's before I can even talk about it. If you can catch the vibes there. But somebody did ask a question on Twitter. They were saying, will AKAI work on getting the MPC Live 2, the X and 1, to work in controller mode via the MPC software in the near future? I mean, obviously, they're going to work on that. They should be working on it. And yeah, we'll see in the near future. If I knew of anything and if I could verify that, I would. But I would have to cross the T's and dot the I's. Ron Biggs, what's going on? Jalen baby, what's going on? The PPP loan was supposed to be like a loan for small businesses, and there were a lot of people that were applying for LLCs and stuff like that. This is a long story short, where they did not have a business that was active and having employees. You're supposed to get that loan to pay your employees, but some people were just going out and splurging, going and getting some Gucci and Versace when they don't make Gucci and Versace money. But here we are. And we're talking about the introducing the new iMac, iPad Pro, iPhone 12 in purple, AirTag, and Apple TV 4K. So for those who don't know, the new iMac was announced, and we get to see how it looks like. A lot of people have been covering it, but I haven't been able to see it for myself. So, you know, this is my live reaction on that, because I've been very, very adamant how much I like the new MacBook M1s and how they are worth it, especially the MacBook Air M1 at $1,000. But I highly recommend spending as much as humanly possible for the MacBook Air M1. at its highest price, 16 gigs of RAM. I did the whole 8 gigs of RAM stuff, but I'm not really having that many issues when I'm doing live streaming and all that stuff, because almost everything that I've done in the past couple of months has been on that iMac. But the thing is, I mean, not iMac, but the MacBook Air M1. But I haven't done much stuff on this channel in terms of that because I've been working on music. I didn't know it was going to be this serious. So the iMac is here. So say hello to the new iMac, inspired by the best of Apple, transformed by the M1 chip, stands out in any space, fits perfectly into your life from $12.99 and up. Yeah, well, to be honest, for a desktop, depending on what capacity the other specs are, we'll find out, if it's worth it or not as far as my first impressions. As you can see, they did a little bit more with this iMac. The one issue that I didn't like about the iMacs is that it was pretty plain. I mean, space gray is cool. I mean, obviously, with my, I prefer space gray, but it's also nice to see different variant colors and see Apple kind of return back to more of a stylistic, but at the same time, efficient computers of their time. And they're kind of, the biggest story is the M1 chip and how impressive it is with things like multimedia and music and whatever else that falls in between that. It exceeds its expectations at the lowest point. And I'm saying that because my MacBook Air isn't that great as far as, the RAM, the hard drive space or the SSD space. I got the 256 version like an idiot, but external memory, and I've been making way with that. So yeah, so you get to see everything for what it is, how they look like in person here. Obviously, I'm a fan of this purple one. I'm looking at the chat right now. Mac is safer than Windows, better hardware in my opinion. I would agree to disagree with that sentiment. You can get viruses on your MacBook. Like, trust me on that. If you go looking for it, you will get it. I think it's an easier form factor, but I also think sometimes it is limiting. But all the limitations that Mac OS brings to the table is actually a plus, a perk for your casual user. Now, somebody like me that's an advanced user, I find it to be a little problematic, but it works. And that's all that matters. And damn, that is sexy as hell. That is sexy as hell. All right, so I want to see, okay, so it's a thin screen, and it's obviously it's thin. Abracadabra. Wow. I want to see something real quick. So you get 2 Thunderbolts, and then you got 2 Type C's on the back. No USB Type A. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess you can always use dongle. So they're starting to stretch out their dongle stuff for what it is, and I don't know how I feel about that. Power connectivity that easily attaches via magnets. So MagSafe basically is returning in a way. So brilliant 4.5K Retina display. Now that is something. Really, that's really cool. See the big picture and all the details. I will 500 nits. Damn. Wow. That's impressive. 24-inch 4.5 Retina display. That is pretty cool. And they could do that. You can get away with something like that when you have an all-in-one, to be honest. You can get away with having 4.5K because you're not worried about battery life or stuff like that. I know a lot of people have requested, hey man, I want 4K laptop monitors and stuff like that. But hey, if you're trying to be efficient on the road and stuff like that, that's not the way to go. I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm seeing what y'all guys are talking about. Let's see. Petro Borg says, I need to buy a new computer. I'll probably go with a Windows gaming laptop, but these iMacs are looking dope. Well, I mean, right now it's a pretty decent time to buy a computer. I mean, the laptop that I'm using in front of me is a Windows laptop. I find it to be very reliable for doing very high quality live streams like these. Right now, I'm not doing 1080p 60, but I can do that. And then I could, make beats and pull up VST plugins and all that stuff. So it's a great way to run a channel, and it's very reliable. Now, in hindsight of that, I could do a little bit of a heavy load on my MacBook Air M1. Mind you, bare minimal specs, the cheapest of all the MacBooks right now with the M1 chip, and can be up to snuff with the MacBook Pro M1. Now that's impressive for what it is, but there are caveats. The caveat, especially if you're going to spend $1,000, 8 gigs of RAM, we should be using 16 bare minimal for music production or even video editing. But man, when I edit 4K video in Final Cut Pro, I kid you not, it's a better experience than on this one right here, which has quote unquote better specs. So having a good spec sheet layout isn't always the best thing. You got to put that into actual practice here, because remember, there's pure science, basically, where the rules and stuff like that and the basics. And then there's applied science, where you actually apply that science to real life, work. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, I have no reason to cap. I've been a Windows user for forever. But I'm going to tell you, when it comes down to recording audio and stuff like that, and having an audio interface, and this is where Apex the Original is really his point. It is very valid. Using a UAD, using a universal audio interface, and getting, it's not so much that it has low latency, but the MacBook has low latency because of what they have built. They considered what Windows laptops don't consider. Windows laptops issues is that you have to use third-party software that in most cases, because of all the different configurations of every individual laptop or desktop, will have variable latency. The lowest latency that you can possibly get with a laptop desktop wouldn't even be an Intel processor. It will be an AMD processor with the new Ryzen processors right now. And I kid you not, if I was to go Windows again, I would have probably waited a little bit longer, though I'm very satisfied with this Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40 minus the non-SD card slot. But getting I believe it's the G14 or the G15 AMD Ryzen laptop from ASUS, which has the lowest latency of all laptops right now, and that would include or compete with the MacBook laptops. But the case that I'm trying to make here is that Apple is in-house so much that they have companies that will vouch and do more work with them, and are willing to pay that Apple tax to be in the circle to have stuff that will work for that. Now, is latency that much of an issue on Windows? Not really, but there is a noticeable difference when I'm mixing tracks. And I actually have a video that I did not edit yet, and I also have several videos coming down the pipeline, where you will hear a massive difference if I played it on the same project for my MacBook on the Windows laptop in audio quality. And yes, their encoders are totally different too. So when you bounce down something on MP3 on the MacBook and you bounce something down on the Windows laptop, there is a wee bit of a quality difference, but it's enough difference for you to understand why most engineers in general choose MacBooks. That's all I can say. Hopefully it makes sense. I know I wanted to talk about it in an analytical standpoint of being a fan of both Windows and Mac for whatever reason, but not in holding back on the cap and being an Apple fanboy or something like that, because we're talking about Apple products right now. So this is really huge right here. I think this is the biggest thing, and I had this on the screen for quite a while now. A 1080p FaceTime HD camera. That is humongous for a myriad of reasons. Almost every single laptop on the planet Earth that you get it's been 720p for forever. My guys, like every company, we would expect at this very moment, and she got some beautiful skin too at that. You would expect 1080p webcams built inside of your computer. Now, I mean, obviously you could buy a like what I'm using right now is a Canon M50, and I'm using Sparko Cam. But yeah, the quality is better than probably what it will be over here. Maybe, I don't know. I would have to actually see it for myself, like really see it. Now, what I am inquiring about this, if they are approaching it like how they do the iPads and, you know, the iPhones and stuff like that, if it's on the level of quality as your iPhone 12 Pro Max, or even the the SE, or the iPhone 10, the 11, if it's on the par with that, well, really, if it's on par with the 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max, then yeah, you're, boy, you're going to see a lot of content creators just switch over because it'll be more convenient for them. And the audio quality, no matter if I'm on the MacBook Air M1, my iPad Pro 11, which is the 2018 version, and this right here, bruh, it's ridiculous. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's good enough, minus the fact that if you was to use a microphone like I'm using right now and running a compressor and running a gate and stuff like that, things that you would do to have your vocals kind of be processed in a manner to where it is better than what it would be if it was just dry. Give it that. If they ever came out with a noise gate that was inside of your phones and stuff like that, and you can adjust it, compressors or whatever, and I would like that for the AirPods, you know what I'm saying? Like you can choose different compression and limiting. That would make Apple, oh boy, I'm telling you. But yeah, so they're just using the M1 technology for what it is to get you great pixelation and stuff like that, because most of the magic isn't in just the camera and the sensor. The sensor being tiny is in the actual software in itself, the encoders that are built inside of the CPU and so forth, and it's a separate GPU that it has too as well. And given the way that RISC CPUs work, yeah, it allocates different ways of memory, and being able to be able to actually use something like AI to calculate how a picture should look like, phenomenal. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm even considering selling my collection of cameras that I have right now and lenses, because the iPhone in itself has caught up, if not exceeded expectation in that. So studio quality microphones, high quality conversation. I can vouch for it being very good. Would I record somebody's vocals using just the iMac? Maybe not. I would probably use my microphone, and I have the Ashton Origin microphone, and I love that. 6-speaker sound system, audio really fills the room. I don't doubt that. I really don't doubt that, because Apple's quality has been exceeding expectations here. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the chat to see how you guys are holding up right now as we talk about this computer and analyze it, and you get my takes and reactions from it. Petro Borgs, mine is an i5. i5 isn't bad, just need an i7, i9 for today's HD games. If you're into computer gaming and stuff like that, that's the other thing too. If you're a gaming guy or whatnot, and you want to get a laptop and you also do music, then that is the only other reason why I would consider a Windows laptop, because the MacBooks aren't there yet. We'll find out very soon if they are up to snuff. And I don't know if this iMac will be up to snuff either, because I don't know, because we haven't got to the graphic card yet. And we're going to see what that's about, because I know they're probably not going to rock with Intel. So what? Oh, still talking about sound here. I'm good off that. The M1 and Big Sur, with great power comes great capabilities. My only caveat with Big Sur right now is that some developers have not, especially in the music world, have not caught up to speed yet to updating stuff. Remember, I'm an MPC guy, and I would love to use my MPC via my MacBook Air M1. But yeah, they have to update the drivers. And let me go ahead and give you the reason why you guys cannot use your MPCs to the MacBook Airs right now. So Apple decided that it would be a good idea when they went to 64-bit with Catalina and so forth, that companies have to approve, certify drivers so it will work on their OS, which is fair. I mean, Windows does that, so it's nothing different there. But the thing is, Mac being Mac and them taking your time, it's a process. So that's the reason why we have the current generation of MPCs right now that don't work with their original drivers, because it needs approval and certification from Apple, and that is the big holdup right there. So, just letting you get a little bit of the story for what it is. But yeah, that's my only beef with Big Sur and the M1 chips right now. So if anybody's worrying about it, I'll wait for the replacement for the 27-inch, I think. Well, 24 inches is pretty good there, Chris said. I mean, that's a pretty nice size screen. But if you need that extra 3-inch real estate, I had to think about it.
Come on, hell no.
But if you need that real estate, then yeah, I guess, we haven't got to the specs yet, because I see people are talking about specs here. Ken Norton, I'm assuming is, K Norton Private Line says, I'm good on buying any more Apple. Just bought a Avid S1 10 minutes ago, pairing it with my i7 quad MacBook Pro. Oof. So you must be on the 2012 and up. I don't know. Is it the one with the old Thunderbolt ports and the Type A USB? It's basically the 2012 all the way up to 2015 is the same MacBook or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, they're just showing some other stuff here, and then showing all of their good software, Final Cut Pro being one that I love the most here. I believe I can't remember what that is for the moment. Safari, kind of CPU efficient browser, unlike the one I'm using right now, which is Google Chrome. FaceTime, Pixar, something, I don't know. Among Us, if you want to game, and that's the only way you're going to game, or the highest level you're going to game outside of Fortnite. Affinity Publisher, I believe that's DaVinci Resolve, and so forth. It's just letting you know all the stuff that you could do, and that's all optimized so far. Can't wait till stuff like Ableton Live 11 is optimized. FL Studio 20 is optimized for the M1 chip, so I look forward to doing that video, though I should have did that a long time ago. iMac in your phone, quite a pair. Of course, you can answer your phone calls on your iMac and stuff like that if you have an Apple phone, and everybody has Apple phones, you can text and stuff like that without picking up your phone, which is very convenient. I think the biggest story right here is this right here. I've been quite enjoying this feature on Apple products that have it, and that's AirDrop. It makes everything so much easier, especially when I'm running my podcast, sending music to people right in the room, like, I got it right here, boom, or send it to my phone, boom, it's on my in my Apple Music app, right then and there, and just many different things that I've been enjoying for the current generation here. So I'm so far so good. I think I'm ready to read the tech specs here. I know I took a little bit of time. We're 40 minutes in, damn. But yeah, I just wanted to just react to it. But 1080p FaceTime HD camera, that's great. 24-inch, 4.5K, that is awesome. Phenomenal for content creation. The M1 chip has been very good. 8 cores, awesome. Up to 2 terabytes of storage. Obviously, it's going to cost a little bit more the more you go up in terabytes. Up to 16 gigs of unified memory. And I believe it's DDR4, but it's at a higher frequency than usual. So you get a little bit more bandwidth than you would with DDR3 or DDR2. And that's what a lot of the people that want to hold on to the MacBook 2012 and 2015 don't understand, is that there's a huge quality of life in DDR4 than there is in DDR3. And also that frequency, the bandwidth, It does matter. It matters a lot. You can have 32 gigabytes in your damn MacBook Pro 2015, but it's not going to be equal to that of DDR4 8 gigs of RAM.
Come on, hell no.
But you guys some people just don't know that. They just think 16 gigs, 32 gigs is all the same across the board, and it's not. And that's why I was talking about last year, and people would say, oh, you said the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro 13 inch is a bad deal, and now you got the MacBook Air. And I'm like, dude, I got the MacBook Air M1. That's a totally different beast versus that Intel processor, bruh. Trust me, Intel is really trying to get their shit back together, because it's like AMD and Apple are like wedging them right now. And we're giving people better prices, and we're Apple. So that's a big deal. All right, so the chipsets here, MacBook M1 chip. So it's the whole M1X shit doesn't exist. And obviously, all that bullshit rumor channels and stuff like that, which I stopped following them, because all they want to do is just spit and get the freaking views up, and people fall for it every time. But people are more the wiser just to wait. Storage, 256. So this might be the default size one right here. 256 SSD to 512 SSD configurable to 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. Obviously, let's go over here. We already talked about that. Display is on fleek. Video support, that is on point here. External display with up to 6K resolution at 60 hertz. Well, that doesn't make it very good for gaming, but for content creation, it's great. Thunderbolt 3 digital video output. Didn't say anything about how many screens that you can hook up, but you know, audio, blah, blah, blah. We got all that. We all talked about that. Connectivity, display port, Thunderbolt 3, up to 40 gigabits. That's crazy. USB 4. What? What? USB 3.1, Gen 2, Thunderbolt 2. Holy shit. Oh, wait a minute. So it's 2 different packages? Oh my God. Come on, Apple. I'm getting scared now. It's always something with Apple, man. Bluetooth 5.0, wireless technology. Yeah. Inputs, Magic Keyboard, blah, blah, blah. Size and weight, blah, blah, blah. So about 10 pounds. We're looking at 10 pounds for this all-in-one. What's in the box? You get the Magic Keyboard, the mouse, and so forth. Okay. Operating system, obviously going to be Big Sur, so it can work with the M1 chip properly. Built-in apps, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go get that pricing, guys. Let's find out. Which one is it? The price. Oh, no, I got to do this right. The price. All right, let's find out about that price here. So for the bare minimal skinny Denny set up. Oh no, they are disrespectful. So you can only get certain colors for the cheaper version, and the ones if you spend a little bit more money, you you can get more colors. Oh, they are filthy. Apple is so filthy when it comes to things, man. What the hell? So bare minimal, if you want to get the iMac, 256 gigabyte storage, 8 gigs, 24-inch, blah, 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 2 Thunderbolts, USB 4 ports, Magic Keyboard, so forth. You pay $1,300. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and just talk about Big Mama here. So $1,700, you get a 512 gigabyte storage, 8 gigs of RAM. Oh man. Oh. Apple on that bullshit. They on that bullshit. So can I build a computer? I want to build one. Like, I want to see. I mean, if you pay $2,000, it's not bad. If you pay $2,000 for this setup, that's not bad. If you're one of those people that want to sit in one place, and even if you don't want to sit in one place, it's only a 10-pound computer. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna read some more of the chat. I'm not gaming on my MacBook Pro. I game I'm trying to see what I game on my 2020 iPad Pro. Kate Norton, you are a wild one, bro. Jay Diggity says, when the software catches up to the M1, oh Lord, right now the music software companies are being lazy. Well, I mean, in response to that, well, at least Apple thought about using Rosetta 2 to translate x86 to RISC, and it works very well. I mean, it's not optimized the way that we want it to be, obviously, and when it is optimized software like Logic and stuff like that, I can tell you right now, the experience is great. I haven't tested out FL Studio where they have optimized it for Big Sur and the M1 chip. But I seen from, ImageLine's video, which I don't know how much you can trust the company's video or not, that something like Flex was running pretty damn good. So we'll see. Only time will tell here. Ayo says, my fault, I meant the chip architecture. Thunderbolt coming to PC mobile very soon. I mean, they have Thunderbolt on computers right now. It just costs too much. I'll just say 2 stacks. But if it's 1700, then it's 1700. It's not 2 stacks. Okay, they keep on rinsing and repeating. I just want, come on, man. I just want to build a computer. So I guess that part is not done yet. So let's go over here and let's look at the iPads real quick. I know we're 48 minutes in, but I'm just trying to see what all just popped. So the new iPad Pro, the ultimate iPad experience from $799 and up, view pricing. Oh, let's go. Learn more. iPad Pro supercharged with the Apple M1 chip. That is
Surprise, motherfucker.
that is a huge surprise. Now, to be honest and to be fair, a couple of the tech guys that do a lot of the iOS apps have kind of leaked the information. They leaked the information that there was going to be an M1 chip, and then a lot of the people that were leakers, official, quote unquote, really good leakers, they was saying no, it's not going to be an M1 chip for the iPad Pro that's coming out in 2021. They were wrong. Obviously, the developers of the software would know what the freak they're talking about. So, yeah. So, yeah, we get to see what it's really about. And remember, the whole RISC or the whole ARMS processor started off with the iPad Pro 2018, the one that I have, which is going to get traded in for this one right here. So we have XDR Liquid Retina to the stream. I don't know if it's, I heard that it's supposed to be mini OLED that they're using, which is a wee bit more efficient. It has less of burning, it has less screen burn than OLED. And that's the main reason why they did that. And it's because of the way the lighting system is set up. It will last a little longer, but it will be very bright, which means the nit will be higher, meaning that it will be very good for content creation. Then you combine that with the Apple Pencil. Yeah. And for the most part, what I use my iPad for more than often is as a secondary screen for when I'm in the studio or if I'm doing the I Said It podcast with KT and gang. So that's the main thing that I use it for. But yeah, I got a gang of apps, obviously. The ultimate iPad experience now with breakthrough M1 performance and breathtaking XDR display, blazing fast 5G wireless. Buckle up. Now, that's the thing that I will say about the iPads that make them incredible over the laptops. Like, if you have a laptop altogether, depending on, if you have a Windows laptop, I don't know of any Windows laptop that comes with 5G, 4G, or whatever. But iPads, they are incredible for that. Not to mention they have, which I will say as a caveat, where the camera is at, it's in an awkward position. So when you want to do some things like FaceTime or whatever, you'll end up looking at the screen more than you will look at the camera because it's not in a natural position right here. Obviously, they want you to be in portrait mode for for you to do what you do. But yeah, so ultimately, you get something really cool. Working with the compatibility in between the iPad and my MacBook Air M1, it's second to none experience altogether, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't know if 5G is included with every one of the iPads. They have their thing about the prices and stuff like that. We'll find out. 1,000 nits. Holy schmidt. Wow. True Tone, Pro Motion, the extra words to sell it some more. But I know what 1,000, again, in comparison to just the new iMac, or if I want to compare it to this laptop right here, which is my Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40, this tops off at 300 nits on the screen, 1080p, but it's 144 refresh rate, so it's really good for gaming. Like if you have a game and you're playing a game at something plus 100 frames per second, when you're playing a game, something like Call of Duty, something like that, it gives you kind of a clear-cut advantage over somebody that's running at 60 hertz. It might not be very apparent, but if you're busting ass and it's because you got a frame ahead of somebody, that little frame matters. Yeah, so it's mini LEDs, so that's really cool. 10,000 of them inside of the panel itself. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's move forward here. I need 5G and Wi-Fi fast friend. Blazing fast connections. iPad has always been uniquely portable with super fast Wi-Fi and cellular options. Now with 5G compatibility, you can connect to the fastest wireless network when you need to download files, stream movies, collaborate with colleagues, upload content on the go, and the iPad has the most 5G bands of any device of its kind. So I'm guessing over the iPhone itself. Learn more about cellular for iPad. So I'm assuming that they just threw it in there, but you have to pay for the actual service itself, which I think is like not really expensive, but it's something that you still have to pay for. Okay, that's not a very flattering FaceTime right here, but yeah, nonetheless, you can see the quality has improved. And if you're a content creator and you do many different things, this is really good. You can, especially when you combine it using something like Epoch Cam, and you have the proper setup, you have an amazing way to do private sessions, and that's something that I'm looking towards the future. So yeah, LiDAR scanner, wide camera, ultra wide camera. So it doesn't have it doesn't have all of the cameras like the iPhone 12 Pro Max that I have, but yeah, still a little better than what the 2018 version has. Thunderbolt. What? Wait a minute. So it's Thunderbolt now? Wow. Hold on. For powerful creative workflows, now with Thunderbolt, this is the fastest, most versatile port ever on iPad. It works with the existing USB-C connectors and opens up an extensive ecosystem with high performance. So they went, wow. That's a pretty cool change. Let me see here. I'm looking at the chat right now to see what's going on with you guys. 16 gigs is only in the 2 terabyte iPad Pro. Okay, so everybody's breaking it down right now. So desktops are dead.
Come on, hell no.
It depends on your workflow. That's all it comes down to. Might be able to trade in my iPad for up to 580. Might have to do that to trade. Thank you for the idea, app. Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trade in my 2018 at least, and hope for the best. Like hopefully they'll cut it out. Man, only if I could write this clear with the Apple Pencil. My handwriting is straight horse schmidt with the Apple Pencil, but I love it. I wish I was very creative. Like if I drew art and stuff like that. Like I like doing some thumbnails and stuff like that. My older thumbnails that I did on my iPad is obviously better, but the workflow was a pain in the butt. But if I was to stick with like my MacBook Air and do like stuff with the Apple Pencil, it's a phenomenal experience. And all I had to do is just AirDrop it or just save it, and I could just pull it up on my iCloud. So that's one of the things too. just in consideration. iPad OS smooth operating system, blah, 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 blah. Don't care. Let's go ahead. Man, let's just go into the price, man. Let's stop playing. Okay, so 11-inch display from $799 or $66.58 a month. Don't care to do that. I would just pay the $10.99. Maybe I'm thinking more 12.9 this time. I think I might do a bigger iPad. It's gonna be. Will it even fit in my current bag? I don't even know. Oh well, frick it. Let's pick it. 2 colors. I will go space gray. Right. So how much storage? Last time I think I went from you know, the first time I bought an iPad, I bought the 64 gigabyte because just like my dumbass did with the damn MacBook Air M1. Well, maybe I won't like it. I could just return it. And it turned out that I loved it, and I ended up getting the 256 gigabyte version. Wi-Fi and cellular. Special deals available. Wi-Fi and cellular. Boom. Wait a minute. Wi-Fi and cellular. Okay. Buy an iPad Pro with Wi-Fi and cellular. Get up to $200 back. Okay. Please don't take me to another website. Tell me about the deal. Tell me about the deal. Buy it. Get for a limited time. Buy an iPad. Blah blah blah. $5 a month. No. AT&T. Wow. Oh, actually, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
AT&T. A minimal of $10 a month. It excludes prepaid. Oh, so you can do prepaid. I don't think it's really necessary if you got an iPhone. I have an iPhone. With the iPhone, you could just connect like straight up, just pick your phone out. As long as you're using the same accounts and stuff like that. So that's the big thing about that. So if you just don't get the cellular or whatever, but for the most part. And you can add an engraving, put your name on there. That's funny. No engraving. Is there anything I'm missing to where? Did I pick out the? Oh no, I picked out the 11. Let's go with that. $13.99, $1,400. Yeah, not cheap, but the way I use that, shit, bruh, are you kidding me? And then Sidecar, when you start using Sidecar with the Apple Pencil and you're doing this, that, and the third, oh, it's crazy. I see. Let me see here. Should I return my 2020? Your 2020 iPad? I mean, it just depends on what you want to do. I mean, the 2020 iPad was a huge difference from the 2018 iPad Pro. That's to be clear. Just like the iPad Pro previous to the 2018 was a huge leap. So it's up to you. Me personally, I would do it for myself because the way I do business and the people that I work with, clients and stuff like that, makes things very convenient. And not to mention they pay me more because I chose that ecosystem and I help them out with, with Apple stuff. Just like how I know what people really would want, and I can give you a good decision on a Windows laptop because I have that type of experience. Man, I paid $140 for the 2nd gen pen I don't use. Well, use it, bro. UAD hopefully will work. With the iPad, that'll be. I wouldn't put that past UAD. Let's see. Get them GameStop trade-in prices. Man, don't wish that shit on me. So, Ab, can you do Pro Tools on it? On the iPad? No, you're not gonna be able to do that. That's what's funny. I paid $1,000 for my MacBook Air M1, and I'm willing to pay $1,400 for a new iPad with a screen that's slightly smaller.
Come on, hell no.
Wow. But yeah, that seems. The only other thing that I was really excited about was this right here. Oh man, I'm so glad you mentioned that, Zach M. Neutron Mix. I've had that for so long, but I want to do this now. I am really excited about this, and this is some this is some Apple fanboy shit, or more or less fanboy stuff from somebody that loves this color. I love this color purple, and I was so mad that they only had the 12 Pro Max in that ugly blue, but I have a case for my 12 Pro Max anyway, so I don't have to look at that ugly color. Oh, Neutral Mix Pro. Oh, crap. Oh. Porter Wheels. Av has fallen. Well, no, he has fallen for fallen ill to the Apple deception. Ha 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 ha. Not necessarily. I mean, Intel has been on the downslide for a long time because they didn't have to step their game up. Apple said, you know what, F you. We've been working with a company called Acorn for how many years now? And now it is our time. A pandemic has hit. People are interested in wasting money. People are applying for PPP loans and spending money on their damn selves. And hey, guess what? We're going to benefit from it anyways. And they dropped a really good product. The iPhone 12, to me, in my opinion, best phone I've ever had, to be honest. And I got the Pro Max. Very good. It eliminates a couple of things. Guess what? When I go and travel, I don't have to bring a freaking camera. I don't have to bring my Canon M150. I don't have to bring any of my three Panasonics that I have. I can just take pictures with my phone, and it will compete, if not look better than the camera itself, depending on what your pre-existing photography skills. This is something that the photography industry has been battling with for a while now. When it came down to the iPhone 11, it was good, but it wasn't good enough to be like, hey, damn. Especially when it came down to low light, the low light improvement on the iPhone is phenomenal. Especially even towards Micro Four Thirds. Micro Four Thirds is non-existent unless you're using it for what we do on the podcast set, which is ran by two Panasonics, a G85 and a G4, I believe. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's only for the iPhone 12 where you can get the purple. Ain't that a bitch? I'm not interested in AirTags, though. I find that the technology is very good, but just a little bit more expensive than normal. But anyways, yeah. It looks like Neutral Mix Pro already works on the iPad. Oh yeah, that's right. There is an iPad version. Apple Avid Antelope. I will give Apple their software for being top-notch and secure. Victoria Andrews says, it's true with other brands you can get a bit more for less. I've really came to appreciate Apple's software optimization. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest clear advantage of having your own ecosystem versus Windows. Again, I kind of went through a summary of that for you guys not too long ago, where I was talking about, you know, the biggest appeal of Apple computers versus Windows. Apple computers all have pretty much the same, now, especially with the M1 chip, they have the same clear-cut advantage across the board. Also, you have Core Audio, which is clear-cut for music production on a computer. I remember somebody saying they had a rant. They was talking about, well, Apple doesn't care about musicians. And I'm like, bro, that's the intense opposite. Because you had to bring that argument to Windows because you have to deal with third-party audio drivers from different companies and all that other stuff. And you wouldn't get that same experience depending on what type of configuration your laptop or desktop is when that stays more consistent over there in Apple. So that is exactly why a lot of music engineers stay with Apple on mixing music, engineering music, and so forth. Lower latency, a certain expectation in sound quality, UAD stuff. You know, despite their plugins being a complete waste of time unless you have an accelerator. And I had to go there. Yes, I did.
Come on,
But yeah, those things are very key to whatever you're going to do in terms of like your decision with creating music. It is what it is. Now, am I saying my Windows laptop cannot create music? No. I mean, the biggest reason why I'm kind of disappointed with Apple right now is that their decision to go to 64-bit, to 10.15 Catalina and above with certification of drivers. Now my MPC, I gotta wait for AKAI to get their approval so we can all enjoy MPC videos and MPC software and MPC controller mode, and we'll be good to go. That's the biggest issue that I have, and that's what we want. So let me see. I'm just looking at the chat right now. I will give Apple their software for being top. Okay, I already read that one. Av, you make me not want to sell my Sony Red. You make me not want to sell my Sony Red. Sony Red what? I don't get what you're talking about. Malware, etc. Not 100% like it used to be. Seymour, what is good? But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my overall impressions of what Apple just released. I wouldn't say it exceeded my expectations, but I am very proud that they got to get the stuff out there. That they got the stuff out there, and it is going to. Well, they got the news out there because you can't get it now, and that's obvious because of the chip shortage, which is hurting a lot of industries right now. Obviously, that uses silicon chips. Even the MPCs. If you ain't got an MPC right now, if you're trying to get the MPC 1, they raise the price to $800 to cover for, different chip prices that are going to hit them and hurt them. Other companies that are raising their prices because of chip shortages too as well. Not only that, it's just that, things like the PS5, obviously, and the GT, I want to say the GTX 3060. Which a lot of people are using for cryptocurrency. All these things are being used in the crypto world too as well. They're flipping it, and yeah, I think you can only get an MPC 1, or your MPC 1 right now, if you have one, is worth $1,000. Yeah, imagine that, which is still a good price for what it offers. But yeah. Car manufacturers, everybody in this industry that uses chips are being hit really hard. So RTX, okay, my bad. But yeah, this industry it's been a little weird this year. Let's see. I guess I could do some MPC stuff. I wanted to. I won't ruin the surprise because I already had the video recorded, but I just gotta edit it. And I want to do Big Daddy stuff. Boom, let's go over here. If y'all having questions, or if you come in late and you want to ask questions about the Apple stuff and my thoughts, I will definitely answer that. I will be very, very attentive to you guys, as I always am, no matter what stream I'm on. So yeah, just know that. Boop. I have a MacBook Pro 2015 that needs repairing. Do you think rather than spending money on that, would I be better off getting the new MacBook? Yeah. Bruh, it's time to let that shit go. Just deal with the dongle shit and be happy. The MacBook Air M1 is very, very good. Even if you have the MacBook Pro 2015 maxed out, it still can't fuck with the MacBook Air M1. I promise you on that. There's plenty of YouTube videos where people have proven me right. Porter Williams says, have you ever had your MPC Live 2 freeze on you? Mine did yesterday to me. I've only had the MPC 1 freeze on me, and that was after, 8 hours of beat making? And that only happened like once or twice. Sometimes I might have, if you go into a certain mode where you switch over to a program edit and you're trying to load a sample, it will freeze a little bit, but you can tap on the screen and it will bring, it will change back. Victoria Andrew says, yeah, the chip shortage is crazy, but I kind of appreciate how it's keeping me from blowing all my cash right now. Yeah, indeed, I could totally get with that. RJ Cloud says, I am glad you started beat making late. Word. Tunes Amazing says, I've been binge watching What Has Happened Was series by D-Rec. Yeah, D-Rec is a very good content creator. I wish him to get to 100K subscribers, even if he surpasses me. I think he's doing a great job, and he's doing a great job just teaching history of stuff from his perspective. And a lot of his stuff is very factual. All right. So Boombap bias. Let's start with some Boombap bias here. I got a 90 BPM. I'm pretty sure it'll probably get a little lower to about 80 BPM. I would think. I'm going to go over here, just grab a sample here. I'm not going to sample anything vinyl yet. Well, at least not on this stream because of all these stupid copyright claims I'm getting lately. I'm going to go over here and dig through some of my samples. I think Lo-Fi Melodics 13 will work. And let's hear some stuff. Okay. Black Ad was good. Cannon on the beat was good. You trying to steal some swag, huh? Nah, I'll just mess with you. Cannon on the beat, boy, you're an incredible producer. I really enjoy the fact that you use hardware to make your beats. It says a lot about your character. Damn it. I really have not went through this. I want to hear this sample real quick. Wow. Damn, that's longer than what they usually do. All right, I see you, MX6 Audio. Word. Let's go ahead and I'm probably gonna roll through Soul Provider 2. I don't have Soul Provider 1. It'd be nice if I got that, but I'll probably just yeah, do a late purchase of that. Oh, so you want to be on my shoulder as I make beats? Go ahead, man. I find that to be a very interesting drum kit. That sounds very interesting, but we'll find out. And the board kit, I think that one's a kit that's like a little... Let's find out, and I will grab a safety drum kit from Soul Provider 3, which has a lot of really good drums. That's my favorite one, right? That's my favorite drum. I grab that one. Samples for my MPC 1. No. I might grab that one as a safety is too. One big mistake that I made when I was bought my SD card, I bought 128 gigs. Now, true enough, it's not filled up all the way. filled up all the way, but I could have bought like 1 terabyte and been done and just, you know what I'm saying? But either way, you know, it comes down to whatever I'm trying to do. So I'm going to make this the drum track. Boom. Drums. Because, you know, boom. And let's see here. This will be the sample track, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and name it sample track. Boom. And let's go ahead and create a new program so nothing gets messed up. Do I have any other samples? See, like on this screen right here, something froze, so I would have to go over here, tap it back in and get it. So what's up with this? Oh yeah, I don't want that at all. I don't think that shit's good. Let's see here. We're gonna get this shit popping. I think I like those horns though. I like those horns for that track. So we're gonna go over here. Let's type in the proper BPM because it's wrong. 105. For those who are wondering, the BPM, when it comes to calculating melodics on the new MPC series, it's not very good at that. So just got to keep in mind, whatever loops or samples that you buy, make sure that they have the BPM already for you and it's correct. You'll find that there are some terrible people out there that don't do a good job of naming and giving you samples and stuff like that. Obviously, if you are a beast, you can tap tempo. Can do that. And I have a whole entire sampling guide coming out soon anyway, so boom. So I'll go over here. Let's play with the chops here. I'm going to go into BPM mode here and be a cheating bastard. Matter of fact, I'm going to go over here into trim mode again and pitch it down, because it's 105 BPM, so you know I can get a little bit of play in the tune. And if I keep it on BPM mode, I can get away with certain things. So I'm gonna mess with the cue links here, pressing Shift and Shift and zero snap. You will be able to get rid of pops on the samples here. I'll turn it up. And using the small increments. That's how you're supposed to do it, Canon. MPC 1000, would I get it? No, I got the 2500. I think the 2500 is better in my opinion. And why? It's not 2005 anymore. So it's like, what's the point of even getting the MPC 1000 unless you really want a small, production center that you can sync all your other gear to? And why would I even spend that? If I want to do that, I would use this. You know what I mean? No, the little brother to the MPC X. One thing I will tell you while we're in here just talking about MPC shit and hardware shit, I would really like for them to not change what the MPC-X is and the price point or whatnot. Maybe just lower it a little bit. I don't know. But I would like for them to do a retro version of the MPC-X. And I promise you, more people will buy it. They would buy it off the strength that it's great. Or if they really want to be daring about it, make it blue like the 2000 XL. Just saying. I'm telling you, that's one thing I always tell the people over there at AKAI. If you really want people's money, you want a throne, then do as they say. I promise you. All right, so what's the count? Cannon, catch these vibes though. This is a really good kit. Holy. Ooh. Oh, that was the issue with this kit in particular. They did a lot of time stretching. Okay, well, I fixed it, and I like that kit though, still. Okay, well, I will try that. Let's see. I don't know if that'll work. Gotta put my headphones on here for that. Did I turn on my metronome? 3, 4. That was slightly fast. How junky was that? Yeah, it just seems a little. I kind of want that a little bit higher. I'll catch that on the next come around. Hey. Hey. Let's get some lo-fi in there. bitch. Get some lo-fi. Let's crush that up. Well, I use lo-fi for, lo-fi is lo-fi, but I use lo-fi more or less to merge everything together. It's better to glue stuff. So let's glue that up. You know the vibes, gotta get the bass line shit in there. What was that sample? E flat. So that's a major. E flat. 2 semitones down. That's the wrong bass though. Well, I could have just overed up, but whoa, I'll fix that. Oops. Well, let's do that again. Let's see here. That was crazy. Not what I wanted, but that was cool. Let's make this crystal. Uh-oh, I did that wrong. I need to go into the program here. There we go. Let's put some spring reverb on it. Just a tad bit. Hey, appreciate that, Seymour. Y'all should follow your boy over there, Cannon on the beat. You need to he should do his IG stuff right, but yeah, gotta try Boombap soon. Buck 88 keys. Yeah, get your soul back, man. I mean, who can't do trap? You know what I'm saying? But this right here, I'm gonna put one more sound in there, I guess. Synth. Hit that program, plug-in program button. Tube synth. Let's find a pad that works. I'm just gonna randomly pick a pad. Not even gonna go with the safe pad. And let's go with chorus. And let's mix it. right, let's record it. Overdub. All right, so what we're gonna do here is this. I'm gonna go and flip that sample again. So what I need to do, I'm not changing the name, but I'm gonna go over here to copy sequence here. And this technique can be applied to all MPCs of every kind on planet Earth, and all the OG MPC heads all know about this. And this is the reason why I guess most people, and I really do appreciate you guys for subscribing to my channel for the MPC shit. The main reason why is because of old techniques that I kind of just knew when you get familiar with your machine. So now I have everything over here. I'm going to go ahead and just mute. Oh, well, I don't have to mute anything. But I have the sample track. I'm just going to go over here to the sample track and flip that son bitch. Oh, well. I think I'll go with that. Well. Oh yeah, that's the one. 3, 4. Yeah, well, that's not the one chop though. Oh, my bad. 4. I had to flip that twice at the end there. Yep. All right, you know what time it is next. We got to get that bass popping real quick. So I'm gonna go into the track muse here. Boop, bass line. Unmute that and no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower the octaves, of course. All right, let's go. 3, 4. it'll sound like when I bring it back. Hey. I gotta fix that one part. Shift grid. Actually, pencil. Just draw one in there. And then nudge it. Nudge it over. And it will stop sounding ugly as hell. Let's bring everything back in. Next. Appreciate that, Eric. Sequence, go back, mute. You already know KT would say that, can it? Porter Williams said, is that sample from Lo-Fi Melodics Pack? Indeed it is. Want to fight about it? Before save it quick. The person that usually says that, I don't know where he at today. He's like, wait a minute, save it fast. And to be real, all jokes aside, all memes aside, that guy's came through in the clutch. Because I can tell you some heartbreakers that happen on a lot of these live streams here, where I don't forget, or I made the beat and then I didn't save it. And somebody's like, man, you should have saved it. And then I come think to myself like, damn, why didn't I save that sumbitch? But anyway, so Baptendo. There we go. And save it in that folder. And you know the vibes. Appreciate that, James Crow. Well, the MPC's workflow is top notch. I mean, all I'm doing is just obeying the laws of MPC world, of the MPC biblical ways. Conway new album is fire. I'm gonna check that out. Check out Don Agrolski or Don Groasco. whatnot. Local player. Yeah, 90s most definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. We've had that discussion on here. I was gonna have a part 2. I think I'm gonna continue that because that was a really popular stream when I was talking about 90s boom bap. I think I'm gonna talk about, like, you know, maybe the 80s and so forth, and, you know, kind of my perspective along with historical stuff. You know, there's other things I want to talk about because the 80s, what hip hop was, you know, bubbling up, but R&B was still kind of like the king stuff for, you know, the particular market that hip hop was for. You know, R&B cats were really murderous during that time, if not like just pop stars in general. They had a different kind of wave, so it was hard for hip hop heads. But the 90s era, well, the reason why 90s is really triumphant in the era of hip hop is because that was the era where they just piled it on. They just knew they had to step their game up in order to get over the rock and roll, hard rock, you know, active pop stars and the R&B heads out there. And R&B remained like solidified for a long time. I mean, the Neptunes pretty much carried R&B in the pop charts and hip hop during the 2000s, which was a very awkward time. Victoria A says, I still haven't got my head around sampling, but your videos help tons. Well, I have another one coming out soon. It'll be a really long one, but it will have timestamps. And I think that might really answer a lot of questions because it'll be just 100% like a course altogether, except you won't have to pay for it. But yeah, Isaac, yeah, I really enjoyed that stream. More of them for sure. More history, yes, that was great, brother. My pleasure. I mixed my boom bap with my house music. That's something I need to do too as well. Just show people the capabilities of creating house music on the MPCs. I mean, the Machine Plus is, I think, better at creating house only because of the sound selection in the packs. But if you bring all of the packs over from the the Machine Plus or the Machine expansions over to your MPC, it becomes a little easier. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the big deal. But yeah, I got one more in me, and then I'm gonna roll on. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some stuff here. I've been really, but I think if you're really trying to get good at the MPC, you gotta just practice, man. This thing is a full-fledged on instrument that gives very well. And yeah. So I guess right now we'll do a little bit of ratchet because I need a little bit more ratchet stuff. So I'm using the MPC Pure Platinum expansion. Shout out to Snipe Young. And that is my kit right there. That's my joint. That's my joint. Right there. And then we're going to grab a sample. I didn't need to exit that screen, but I did anyways. All right, let's grab a sample that's going to be a little bit, a little off-putting. Maybe Lo-Fi Melodics 11. I like that. I kind of like that one too. Okay, so we got some stuff here. I need one for clap and one for, I'll just put that as clap. Clap. And that is hi-hat. Actually, well, the template that I created was a little off. let's make this a little bit more modern here. I'm gonna use this for 808. I'm gonna grab me an 808 that I think is gonna slap. And now let's go ahead and go back into my browser here. Let's go in the browser, find an 808 that is slapping. I gotta go out of here. Let's go one more. Let's grab an 808 off the one that I made here. Some of that Pierre Bourne type shit, that popular stuff that kids like. Might use that one. Some of the 808s that I make, I just would be making them for some reason. Like, I don't like making fluff sounds, because then you end up going default into one 808, like just how most cats do right now. Let's go on the program edit here. Let's see here. Let's grab this and make it a mono program, one shot, sample. Grab that 808 here. I'm gonna grab newborn first. Oh shit. Yeah. Yes, sir. That is what I like. All right. So that track is good to go. I need to just go ahead and make a key group. Make a key group of all that my stuff so I don't have to do this stuff over and over again. All right, so next track here, I'm gonna go and yeah, let's go ahead and grab a sample here. And come on, dude. Doop, doop. Little screen freeze there. Sample, where's that sample at? Did I grab the sample? Yeah, I did. 2, 3, 4. Well, what's that sound like? Yeah, actually, I like that. All right, so let's go over here, chop it up. Just removing a lot of the pops out of it. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't. Convert. Do it. I'm gonna do it. Do it. I'm gonna do it. 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 All right. Sample. Y'all will understand why I say that in a little bit. Anyway, so let's go over here. Filter, air filter, high pass filter. Turn that down now so I can just take out some of that bass. And hopefully I didn't put that on the wrong track. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't. Let's go ahead and just get that lo-fi popping right now. Look at all this pre-prepping I do. Let's see. Yep, it's on the right track. So let's go back in here. Boom. Let's grab that, make it a little bit 12-bit, and bring it down the sample rate to 31 so we can have some of that, and then merge it a little bit. Boom. And we're going to have a pretty good experience when making this beat. All right, starting with these hi-hats. Note repeat. 2, 3, 4. All right, double. And yep. Let's put this back in 1/16, so I don't. That's wrong. Yeah, you know what happened? I didn't select the sample. That might be a little too deep though. I think I might say, not save, but I'm gonna switch that. That is no. Perfect time to experiment with something. Oh no! Whoa, wait a minute. I don't even know what mode that was, but it did something crazy, and I'm gonna go back to that later. Let's mess with distortion. Whoa, it's a little too harsh. Over here. No, I'm just gonna I'm deleting that. Gonna change the 808. Let's go in there. It's not a lengthy process. Go up in there. That's why I just used that. Maybe for a different beat, but I know that's what I need. I need the punch in the front. There we go. Obvious thing is to add the other stuff. I'm actually gonna go into my key groups and use some key group shit. Let's see. What I got in leads. Yeah. Yes, please. I'm gonna pick one of these leads. No. Go back out of there. Whoa. Yeah, that's too wide open. I'll go with that, but oops, no, I actually fucked up one part. Boop. And now. Oops, nope. There. Okay, now I think I'm ready now. Okay, it's off a little bit, so I gotta do that again. Maybe. I might have to do this one. I can't do it that way, huh? Damn, this is gonna be hard. I knew this was gonna be the one. For those who don't know what I just did, I knew I was going to be off on that. So what I did to cover that up is I used quantize or time correction in 1/8 instead of 1/16 because I know I needed 1/8 notes. It looks like there is some fucked up ones though. Whatever. There is some fucked up ones, but that's cool. What I can do now is just copy 1/2. Shift, cut. Then select that. Shift, cut. Select all of this right here. And guess what I'm going to do? Shift, copy. Bring the playhead over there. And paste. Boom. Fruity Loops. And there's still fuck ups in it, but whatever. Hold up. There's some pretty decent leads in here. Thank you for both of you guys subbing. Hey, or damn, there's a lot of people sub. Hey, appreciate that. Subbing. Appreciate it. missing like, it was like doubles in that. All right, so there's something I want to do. I can't really remember how to do it. Okay, so hi-hats. So it is on this track right here. Put that in the program, insert effect. I'm going to insert, see if I can find it first. Modulation, maybe? Is where the XY effect is? No? Let's see here. Maybe pitch shifter. So the basic idea I'm going for, it's something that I've done before, but it's been a while since I've done it on the MPC. XY effect, where is it? What category would it be under? I tried harmonics already. I'm thinking modulation. Maybe not. Auto pan sync. Because what I'm doing, I'm about to use automation to, yeah. Well, guess what? You was right. I'm wrong. You were right. I mean, yeah, that's the way I was. So the adverse thing I'm going to do with the XY effect here on that pad is this right here. And see if I can do it. It would take some remembering. I would have to remember how to do automation. So go into velocity. Oop, velocity. Damn it. I totally forgot. It's been so long since I've, oh, there it goes. There we go. Add new. Okay. To track. I think that might be the smart way to do it. Mixer? No. Track program. Mixer parameters. Oh, from insert. Oh, okay. I could do it on a, instead of that. Insert one. Attack release wet dry. Enable. And let's just draw some stuff in here. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. And why in the world is it in that time division here? Oops, nope. I need it on 1/8. Certain don't snap off. I did forget. Well, you know, nobody's perfect. I can't remember because I don't use this often. Let's see what it does adversely though. Okay. Well, if I'm in here, pad enable, maybe not enable. Add new. Pad. Insert. So I know what it is. So what I need to do is, all right, pad wet and dry levels. All right. See, delete that, I guess, would be the right way, huh? And pad enable, grab that, delete those. All right, bet. So start new, pad A, insert, and do wet and dry levels. All right. Now let's draw that in. Let's hear it. Right, maybe in this area right here. I know there's people in the chat like, yeah, that's how you would do it, and this is how you do it. I'm gonna just draw it in right now for. Damn it. Boop, 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 boop. Gotta be careful. This is something I don't do, obviously, enough. And keep it going. And we'll see how that works. All right, I think I got it. Now I'm gonna go in the XY effect again. Over here, add it. Add beat repeater, not low high pass, but tape stop. And I'm gonna mess with enable because that's how I want. Okay, and I have that. Go into here, go into grid, and now this has been so long since I've done this. Effect. Enable, draw. Let's see. Here. No? Maybe not on that track. I'm wondering if I'm bugging out. All right, let's go. Let's go and insert here, delete. Boom. and grab it again. What are you trying to do? Us divorce retirement people get in trouble for MPCs. You don't want to end up like me, naming your expensive music devices after women. Cannon laughs. Abel Billet says, what up? Can you add a sample without chopping it into MPC live? Dude, there is several. Well, I just dropped a video the other day where you can use clips. So use clips. Go over into, and you actually left a comment on that video. So, man, I swear. But anyways, let's go and add a tape stop here. Whoop. And let's see. Hopefully it won't overtake that track altogether. Track. I don't forgot. Let's see. Enable, disable, boop. Yeah. So it's it's working, but it's not working. It's not the way I want it to work. I know that. Boop. Boop. Mm-hmm. I just heard it. So tap, 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 tap. So tap, tap that right there. There we go. It took forever, but I got it. Let me see. I needed to be a little slower though. So main, let's see, main what? Nope, that's wrong. Maybe right here. That's pretty cool. Wavefold is pretty dope. But I want to do something a little bit more. Get the hell out of here. Let's see. Okay, so the way I would have to do it, yeah, that would be a little longer, but yeah, it would take whatever, it would take forever, however long. Old Av stuck on something, this, a word. Husband better know how to cook his own food so I can have more time to cook in the studio. I guess I'll call that arts. Call this something. Juno. I'm done. Yeah, that's a good one. Two okay beats. I can deal with that. Look at the chat. Well, I gotta hide this Roland VS 1880. That's on its way to me. Ha. People talking about hiding gear from their significant others. Bro, yeah, Canon, that's the last thing you need is gear, bro. You got too much already. You got Triton, you got the MPC. I'm probably sure you got like 4 or 5 MPCs. I'm on the top because I have more than that, but still, I know. Isometrics talking about Canon on the beat. I have no idea how you're gonna hide that thing, bro. Good luck with that. Seymour says to Victoria, "Hey, man's gotta step up their game. They be weak in the kitchen." Oh man. Well, I'm mad. I need to go ahead and play like something real quick. I want to play this shit. And I told my homeboy, I was like, bro, you gonna get canceled for your verse on this damn song. Hold on. I think, did I close it? Yeah, I closed it out, but I can grab it. But I'm gonna go over here. But yeah, this is gonna be it's funny because he just talk big cash shit when he does stuff. I'm gonna go over here and find the song. But I actually did. It's a Boombap joint. It downloads today, yesterday, earlier this week. Stimulus flow. There we go. I'm gonna go over here.
Let me go.
And that's funny that you actually said that, Millia Love. M is the first to get canceled on every verse. But Eminem has said some wild shit. And regardless, like he has, yeah. I mean, I guess he kind of cleaned it up down the line. But
don't hold me back. Let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back. Let me
keep coming overlapping.
hold me back. Let me go.
Okay, here's the verse right here. And I was telling my homeboy, I was like, bro, you for real gonna get canceled. He was just giggling like hell. I was like, bro.
Don't hold me back. Let me go. Let me get him.
Don't hold me back, let me go, I'ma get him. I ain't fucking with him if he ain't a winner. I ain't fucking with her if she ain't cooking dinner.
And I was just looking at the chat, and I heard Victoria say that shit, and I was just like, bruh.
I'm just a real nigga, trying to get bigger. Hold up, I've been up on my grind since I was a young nigga, trying to get some funds, nigga. Never was it fun, nigga. Always in the jail, nigga. Always on the run, nigga. I'm in the darkness, I'm waiting for the sun, nigga.
Nigga straight trash, matter of fact, nigga, that's pollution. I'm a match now introducing a solution. You talk tough, but your ass walk clear. I'm a warrior that bathe with my enemy tears. Don't let the Hennessy turn your energy into an injury. Talking slick shit, bitch, it really ain't offending me. Fucking with my paper and my family, I easily give you what you asked for and take you out your memory.
Don't hold me back. Let me go.
Yeah, we finished that song like what, last week? It's like almost everybody rapping. Except for like my homeboys, so I'm just playing like splices of it.
The way the wind blow and I see the bigger picture, so I'm thinking like a winner. No.
But Easy, she's on this is her rapping right here. She got I mean, everybody snapped on this.
Think it's simple, think again. Just KMO, it ain't no friend. Another level, we don't blend. We gon' make you understand. Cut off hands, bout them bands, keep it grand. You a fan. Hit the blunt and then I grin. Cause I know it's time to sin. Know the team not playing, headed where you stand.
And Lero chill, you know I got him. Getting rid of basic problems, I'm a solver. By the dollar, ain't no talking, ain't no other option. When you coming from the bottom, needing funds, just keep the stardom. Peach done hit me, yeah, I got him. Chasing at the paper, I done took it full throttle. Non-judgmental, go whichever way the wind blow. And I see the bigger picture, so I'm thinking like a winner. No, I cannot stop, I will not stop my table, needing dinner. Yeah, don't hold me back.
Yeah, but yeah, she be snapping. Everybody be snapping. But yeah, she's probably gonna be on the podcast. I think I told her May 2nd. This Sunday that's coming up. We're gonna have Fire and Ice on there, which are two rappers. It's a female rap group from New York. And they're gonna be, I think I would like that one. But yeah, let's see. All day with ADHD on the beat. Yeah, I did produce that. I made that track, that Boombap biased, but so and that's why Ken on the beat like he's Boombap biased. Crypto Alchemist in 10 minutes. Can you do some SKA or reggae? Not my forte, but I have it. Eminem is a bum, a culture vulture. Damn. Are we really about to go there? Are we really about to go there, bro? But anyways, much love, respect to everybody. I'm about to closing out. 2 hours, 33 minutes. A lot of talking. I didn't think I was going to talk that long, but a lot of that new Apple announcement was really good. I really do appreciate everybody for joining in today. And I'm going to leave you with the outro that I should have played as the intro, but I always play as the outro when I'm on this computer. The sequence.